First day of volleyball practice in the books here. Head coach Kelli Miller Phillips joining us. Coach, how would you assess day one?
Really good day one. I think all of us had great anticipation, excitement coming into today, and it was pretty much as I expected, which I think is a good thing. You know, you've thought a lot about this day and what your team's going to be and how the season's going to be, and I felt like had great effort, good focus all the way around, and good start.
Sophie, practice one in the books. How would you describe how it went today?
I thought it was very energetic. Like, we had some newcomers and returners, so the energy was really there. I think everyone's bonding really well and blending together, but we still have a lot of work to do, so I'm excited.
Carson, how would you describe practice one today?
I think there's a lot of good vibes, a lot of good energy about getting the season started, and I think we have big goals for the season that we know we want to achieve, and I think we started trying to achieve them today.
When you say you want it to be everything you thought it would be, what does that mean?
Well, when you have so many new bodies, you wonder what the chemistry is going to be like, what the energy is going to be like, how much teaching are you going to have to do, how quickly are people going to pick up things. And honestly, our new guys did a great job of just right where we had left off in the spring, even though they weren't even a part of that, just feeling like they're high IQ, they compete at a high level, and that just makes things way easier on my end to feel like, we're not starting from ground one, but really able to build off of what we did last spring.
For you personally, now that you're going into another year here at Ball State instead of starting as a freshman, what do you think is different?
I think I have a lot more confidence than I did last year because I know what to expect, and I kind of know what I want to expect out of myself and what I want to see out of myself. So I just think there's a lot more that you already know.
For you going into year two, what do you feel like is different for you entering this year compared to last year?
I think just knowing the players more, I'm a lot closer with the returners, and just getting to know the newcomers is going to be a challenge, getting used to playing with them. But yeah, I think I'm more comfortable and definitely more aggressive, so.
How do you see the returners kind of grasp that leadership role and make sure they're taking control on day one?
Certainly they're a huge part of it, right? You have people like Katie Eganoff, Lindsey Green, Carson, Sophie, who've been here, done that, understand our systems, and honestly know what our goals is and our mission, and really going to make sure that we're doing everything we can to put ourselves in a great position from day one.
What were you working on over the offseason to get ready for today?
I was working on a lot of defense, continuing working on the shots, getting stronger, and just getting faster to build on my overall game.
When you say defense, what specifics were you working on?
Going to my left, that's a weakness for me, definitely. And then just being able to move laterally, go get any ball, and wherever it's hit that I can go play it, so I can be a playmaker in the back row too. When
you mean more aggressive, what does that mean?
I think just knowing my spot and taking more balls, talking more, things like that, and knowing I have to bring the energy because I'm used to it. I've been here before in this spot, so yeah.
What excites you most about this group?
I think just part of it's kind of the unknown of who we're going to be. What are we going to look like? I certainly have these visions in mind of what our team chemistry is going to be, what we're going to be known for, but you just never know until you get out here and see it. But certainly I've been excited about the defensive and ball control efforts that I saw in practice one. A lot of really great things going there, and just an energy and chemistry of togetherness on one mission. And those are things that, as a coach, you really, you're going to have a great year.
How are you seeing everybody gel together so far with a decent amount of newcomers and all the returners too?
I think we mesh really well. We have a lot of good personalities, and we're all ready to work, and we want to achieve those goals. So I think we are all bought in, and we want to get to those goals, and we want to do it together and succeed.
Was there anything that might have surprised you in a positive way from today?
All of our true freshmen, I thought really were impressive today. From Kendall Eden, Alana Bailey, and actually, Axis has been with us last spring, but it's still her first true preseason. And the maturity that those guys showed today, and really, they didn't skip a beat. I'm sure they're nervous as with everybody, but they didn't show that. They were just one of us right out the get-go, and that's something that I was happy to see and proud of them for doing.
What excites you most about this group, even if it's just one practice in?
I think we have a lot of potential. I think we saw that today, and so knowing that potential, we know that we don't have a ceiling. So just continuing to raise that and see how good we can really become.
What's the big goal between now and the exhibition match?
I think just flattening out a rotation and knowing everyone's role on the team. Obviously that can change throughout the season, but yeah, just getting an idea for rotations and just getting everything organized.
You've got a couple weeks until the exhibition, but between now and then, what do you want to see?
Well, just a little bit better every single day. You know, you're not going to make huge leaps in one day, but we got to make sure that we're building off of each and every day. And one thing we talk a lot about in preseason, it's so much about recovery, and you're going to feel great on day one and maybe still pretty good day two, but your ability to kind of reset and make sure you can come back day 4, 5, 6, and so on, still feeling really good. And part of that, they put in great work this summer. I'm so proud of how hard they've worked this summer, and you can tell from day one, but it's then the ability to recover and do it again and again and again. But I feel good about what I've seen so far.